make your speakers bang.
John Sanderson with Limitless Soups. Thanks for watching. We got wolves to the right of me, lions to the left. Is that a tiger? And then some people down below, some dragons, some pirates. Those represent our teams. And we are trying to grow so we can get many teams, because a lot of this is just what makes me happy. And if, what's up, Shay? And if you don't feel happy, then you don't feel like you want to keep doing the thing. All right. And everybody wants to make the NBA, wants to make D1, wants to become the best that they can become. But if the process doesn't make you happy, then you're not gonna do it. All right. So I'm going exceptionally out of my way. All right. I could proceed down the path of just getting as much kids as possible. But that path would be making the games easy. I don't want to screw over anyone in our current program by trying to reach my dreams. So what I do is I try to make you guys better. And I hope that that's the route to take. Because the other route where I'm like, hey, let's just make practices easier, make the games easier, make you happier, that route would just get me the worst kids ever. Oh my Lord. It would be crazy. And I would have to hope that when I build the whole thing that they'll be happy. So, and then I would be screwing over any kid who helped me get there. All right, basically, so it will take us 4 years to get there. 4 years of doing nothing would equate to, thanks for helping me build the program. Now go ahead and leave because you suck. All right, so I don't want to do that to you guys. So please allow for me to try to make our program what it will be in the future right now. All right, because if I get my 3,000 people, all the people that I want, I'm going to make it really tough for 24 people. 24 out of 3,000 is probably as many kids as I'm gonna get. I don't need a 1 in a million kid. I just need a 24 out of 3,000 kid, which is a 1 in 100 kid. I just need someone semi easily persuadable. Semi motivated kid. And I can take that kid and make him a D1 star or an NBA player. Especially if I get 24 of them, that means 3 teams, 8 each team. Yeah. If we have a team full of people that are that motivated, it becomes so easy. And I truly believe that these kids will motivate the rest of the kids too. These 24 will motivate the rest of the 3,000. So help me get there by posting homework, by showing up, by not being afraid of doing what I'm going to ask them to do in the future anyways. Except I'll be asking them in a much more straightforward way, because they're going to have teammates that will do it with them. All right, that would be the only difference, basically. All right, so that's the hard part to see. So imagine all your teammates doing this, and then do what you would do if they were doing it. That's all that I got for you guys right there. All right, so tonight we got open gym. I'm gonna make it as much playing as possible. We might just talk about the team stuff. We're just gonna talk about the team stuff, and the rest will just be playing. Make sure you guys play well, play hard, figure it out. I don't think I'm gonna step out there, so maybe we'll make you guys play, and if you lose, you have to do sprints. So we'll make the games tough and tough. All right. Anyway, let's start out with our quote of the day, like we do all the time. Our quote of the day, it's a deep one, dude. Deep one meaning deep wounds. All right. Turn your wounds into wisdom. It's a lot of W's. All right. Turn your wounds into wisdom. What that basically means is turn your failures into successes. All right. Turn the bad things that happen to you in life as more knowledge. All right, that you can obtain. All right, turn your wounds into wisdom. There will be things that hurt you, not even just physically, but emotionally and everything else as well, spiritually, whatever, okay? And you have to take those things and learn from them, or else the harm that they did you wasn't worth it. All right, they like to say, oh, this will build character. This builds character. This does that. And nah. The saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, goes completely out the window if the attempt of killing you doesn't make you learn. Okay? It just becomes an attempt, and if there's too many attempts, then you'll eventually die because of that. So you're gonna get wounded. Make sure that the wound is worth it by learning from that particular mistake, or by making it make you get stronger. So when the coach doesn't play you, it's gonna hurt, but not if him not playing you inspired you in a way where you're like, I'm gonna shoot 3,000 shots every day for a month. Then it was a great thing that happened to you. All right, maybe trying to guard somebody and trying to like force them a certain way got you beat by a lot. If you, it's not bad that he beat you, but it's bad if you didn't go, wait, let me not do this. And you learn from it, and now you get to apply that to every other game and when you play them again. All right, so turn your wounds into wisdom. Very, very simple quote to understand. So understand it. Let's watch the story of the day.
Either time goes too fast or it goes too slow. Pick one. And then mentally stick to the script in regard to patiently waiting to achieve your success or living for each day by working as hard as you can. In life, we tend to switch between the two mindsets when it least suits us, while switching them for our benefit instead is far more ideal.
All right, there is zero chance that you understood that. I don't think that our kids are that smart to understand that. That was pretty deep. All right, now if you understood that, tell me what it means in the comment section then. I dare you. I double dog dare you. You didn't get that. Let me explain it to you, okay? Look, either time goes too slow or it goes too fast. Einstein taught us that time is relative. Basically, if we are in class, time will take 3 hours to go by for just 1 hour. Whereas if we were playing our favorite video game and our parents told us you only have 1 hour to play, that hour is going to go by in like 10 minutes. And it might feel like that. It might actually be like that, is what Einstein was saying. Einstein was like, it's literally like that. All right. So if you're being like tortured with a freaking like water on your forehead, like drop, ball, every 5 minutes will seem like 5 hours. All right. What the trick to basketball and to training and to getting better is to switch those in your favor. So when you're like, I don't want to work out, it's gonna take too long, and when I do work out, it takes too long to get better, right? If you guys could all become NBA players from one workout by yourself for an hour, you all would do it, no matter how hard you had to go, right? But knowing that it's gonna take you 10 years is the hard part. Where you're like, I gotta do this for 10 years? 10 years is a long time. Is 10 years really a long time? What if I told you that you only had 10 years to live? Now you're like, oh, well, only 10? Right? You gotta switch those attitudes around, okay? Your attitude, all right? You gotta be like, okay, look, I gotta do a 3-minute sprint. 3 minutes is nothing. It's nothing, because if you told me I had 3 minutes of playing time, I would be like, only 3 minutes. So as you're running, you have to switch your mentality to be like, as they start counting down, you got 20 more seconds. You have to be like, no, I don't want just 20 more seconds. You got to say that to yourself, and that's how you can trick your body into having more energy. What up, Mello? All right, your body will literally say, oh yeah, that's not that much time. Let's get as much running as we can, and you'll have more energy to run. And as for your workouts, all right, you can't think that 10 years is a long time, but I suppose you can, especially if like you're a freshman and I tell you this is how much work that you need to be doing to make it to the NBA, but you're late because you should have started when you were in first grade. You got to be like, okay, 4 years is a long time. You got to tell yourself that, because that's how much time that you have to work. You have to say, I get to work every single day for 4 years to make it. And I think a lot of freshmen go, wait a minute, I only have 4 years. I should just quit. Because if I tried my hardest, I would only make D3. That's stupid. And they say that they lost all their time, that they should have started when they were in first grade and all this kind of stuff. All right, it is what it is. All right, so I need you to shift the paradigm of it all. And when you need to see the time as a short time, and when you need to see the time as a long time, because as Einstein is trying to tell us, this is very real. You can get so much done if you just tell yourself, and you guys know it, on the day before the test, if you guys have 2 hours to study, that seems like a long time now, or it goes by so fast. So you need to just change the fabric of time by changing your mind. So when you have 2 weeks to study and someone says study for 2 hours a day, you can't be like, oh no. You got to trick yourself and speed up time by going, yes, only 2 hours? Oh my God, that's going to be so fast. And it will literally go faster. All right? So understand all that, guys. As complicated as that ever is, try to get it. All right? And let's move on to the Dunbar boys. All right, the boys of Dunbar. Did you know that the Dunbar, whatever their last name is, I don't know, the mascot name, this is a high school team. They had 4 NBA players on this team. All right, someone posted on my Facebook page today, and they were like, oh my God, this team was so amazing. Oh my God, it's a lady from Chicago. And she's like, but did they win a championship though? And I'm like, dude, stop judging this team either way. Because it doesn't matter like what school that they went to. It was just they decided to go to the same school. These guys are probably the best already. All right, but what I do like about them is the fact that Muggsy Bogues was the smallest guy on the team. And of a team that had 3 other NBA players on it, he was the boss. All right, he was the boss because of his attitude, because of his defense, because of his personality. He was like, let's go. He got them waking up in the morning, playing basketball at like 6 in the morning in Baltimore, a very, very dangerous neighborhood. And he kept those kids off the street. They played before school started, like full out. All right. They could have done some training and stuff like that, but they didn't know about that back in the day. All right. But he got those guys really, really good. The other pros on that team, David Wingate, who played for the Hornets, Reggie Lewis, who actually died on the court, heart attack, played for the Boston Celtics. He was the successor to Larry Bird. And then who was the last guy? Was it Reggie Williams? Something like that, I think. I don't know, forgot though. But yes, this team was stacked. The other part that I liked about this team, as the lady was like, well, did they win a championship? I'm like, let me look it up. I don't know. And they went 30-0 or 29-0 for the year. They were the number 1 ranked team in the country. Okay, so maybe they didn't win the state championship, but they won the national championship just by being the best team. And they probably skipped their state championship just to play against other teams because they were too good. I don't know if they won the state championship. I was like, I won 2 state championships. I'm pretty sure that this team could have kicked my team's butt. All right, it doesn't really matter what team you're on. But okay, the other thing that I liked about them though was this: even though they had the best team, and this is how every best team should act, how every best team that you want to act should act like this, they would take bricks. And as they're asking Muggsy Bogues about it in the documentary, he's like, oh, the bricks. They would take bricks and cover them with foam and make the kids carry them in practice. And like run around the court with the bricks. And you see video of them going up and down with the bricks. And I don't know if you noticed this, but Coach Sanders right here saw that documentary. The next day I went out and I looked to see if I could get some bricks. It's hard to buy bricks though. So I looked to see how much bricks weigh. Bricks were 7.5 pounds. So I was like, well, what can I get? Some sandbags? Sandbags were 10 pounds, and I said, good enough, because we're not those guys. So I got 10-pound sandbags that we used for about a year until I figured out those little balls that weigh 5 pounds. So I found those, but we would use 10-pound sandbags with our second graders up and down. This is who I stole that from. Did you know that? I just jacked their drill because I was like, oh yeah. If anyone works harder than us, I refuse to accept it. Did you know? All right, moving on to the stuff that we're doing today. We're going to just talk about star passing. Thank God I don't have to do it. Post catch, quick finish. That's such a great drill. We might actually do that drill. All right, 3-on-3 defensive positioning. Oh my gosh, another great drill. Okay, no, we got to do that drill too. I'm sorry. Press, break, reverse, repeat. We're doing it. Oh, Lordy. Okay, we'll do them fast, guys. I will let you play, though. Don't worry. We'll get to playing a lot. We'll play for at least an hour, okay? You guys will play for an hour, okay? I promise that I will try to do that. Okay, 49 seconds down by 3 with free throws. If there's 6 seconds to go, you down by 3 with free throws. I would say because it's you, make one, miss one. Because if you make both and then you foul them, there's like 4 seconds left. You guys can't go full court in 4 seconds. All right, even like 6 seconds is like pushing it. And if they happen to hit both, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is a toss-up. It depends on the personnel. But I would say for you guys, make one, miss one. It's about to be game time, especially without a stop clock. If it's high school or above, I would say make both and then foul. Try to deny, and just foul quickly. All right, those are my thoughts. Bigs versus guards. Love this one because as a big guard, I was always like relegated to the post. They'd be like, post up. Billy already has point guard position. I'm like, Billy sucks. And he's not even getting the ball to me. I better be guard. This gives you a chance to show that you can go rebound, to show that you can dribble the ball, to show that you can do something outside of the position that someone forces you to do. So we will try to do that today as well. We usually go like, older versus younger too, things like that. But bigs versus guards is a fantastic opportunity to not just to show the coach, but to actually improve at these things. So we're going to force the big people to dribble. We're going to force the small people to be tough because small people hate the inside of the key, right? They're like allergic to it, right? We're going to force you guys to do those things. So heads up. All right, open gym stuff. More stuff is 3-on-2, 2-on-1 break. Make sure you guys are wide for that one. Make sure you guys bounce pass for that one. Make sure you guys run wide and sprint for like layups. If you don't get the layup, pass the ball back out for a quick jump shot. There shouldn't be rotations and passes and screens when you're 3-on-2, guys. All right, it's a quick play, and then 2-on-1 is even quicker. You just keep going and go to score. The moment he comes over, last second, pass the ball. All right, and make sure that you pass the ball ahead of them so that they can come in for a layup. 2-on-2 lateral is just our pick and roll screens and then playing out of that. Understand that this should be impossible because if they switch the screen, then you're picking and rolling by sealing them. If they don't switch, well, then they're screwed and it's the same way. If they jump the screen, well, they're still screwed because you can pass out of it. All right, 2-on-2 with the pick and roll. 2-on-2 should be impossible to guard. So make sure that it's impossible, please. Let's move on to a highlight today. And this highlight, John Moran, I showed you guys this before, but I got to watch it again. He said he wouldn't dunk.
You dunked tonight. Can you explain yourself?
I felt like if I didn't, Porzingis was going to block it. So I really wanted to go to the reverse, but,
You dunked tonight. Can you explain yourself?
I felt like if I didn't, Porzingis was going to block it. So
Look at that. Up, down, up.
I really wanted to go to the reverse, but, hey, another one.
Now, I just think that I don't think he was even trying to dunk it. Like, that's why it's so amazing. And like, he's really just reacting in the air. Now, everybody wants to be this athletic. I got to tell you, you can't. You can try to become more athletic than you are right now, but to be that freaking athletic is crazy. But you can't be discouraged by that. All right? Although you're not going to be Shaq or John Moran or even Kristaps Porzingis and get dunked on like that, you have to still want to make it to your highest. And everyone glamorizes this. Like, people show this crap in highlight portions of their podcast for little kids like me. But no, you want to be just as impressed by somebody that worked their butt off and is on the bench right now. Someone in the background right now who's cheering for that guy. You want to be just as impressed by maybe like Derek White, who's on the court right now playing. But he outshot, he actually was the guy that let him go by him. But yes, you want to be just as impressed. You don't need to be the high-flying dunker to enjoy basketball, all right? But when you see it, you can be impressed by it. And I love watching this kind of stuff. Now, imagine being on the court and being the guy to pass to someone like that. All right? Imagine doing something semi like that in terms of like a layup or something like that. Again, you can't be these people, but you still should work not just as hard as them, but even harder than these guys. So that's why I wanted to re-show this. And he swore he wasn't going to dunk again. That makes this even crazier. He wasn't even trying to dunk. My hat's off to him. All right, moving on to our trivia question today. Got to win the trivia. 2 more days, today and tomorrow. All right, what were the Denver Nuggets originally called? It's a simple question. Very, very straightforward question. You answer this, you win. You win a point. All right, whoever wins the most points by the end of this week. This week is the last week for trivia. I'm not doing the show next week or the week after that. Not until like January. So the last 2 days, what were the Denver Nuggets originally called? All right, it's a pretty easy question. Denver Larks. Denver Larks. You both said that. Hold up here. Now, hold up. You both said that. I've heard of the Larks before. I don't think it was them. But, maybe. I was thinking that it was someone else. I'm going to look it up on my end. I still think it's something else. Oh, man. Let me see this thing. All right, the Denver Nuggets. Oh, I'll give you that. Okay, so they were called the Larks. But before the first game, they changed their name. Oh, man. You know, it does say originally. So I'll just tell you, they changed their name to the Denver Rockets. Okay? But it was before the first season. I will give it to you. Maxon wins it. It's the Denver. Oh, man. That is something. Because that was before the first game they were called the Larks. But all 3 of you guys thought it. So you guys are basically saying that Austin's the winner. So Austin wins. We will have another question tomorrow. But it won't really matter because Austin wins the whole thing. Congratulations to Austin Maxim. I'll bring your coin this Saturday. You get an extra thing to buy. Buy us out, homie. Buy us out. All right. Anyways, we'll come back with the finish of the show right after these messages. Can't tell you how torn I am on those morning boot camps. I hated waking up in the morning for those. I despised it, but yet I loved it because it was the hardest thing that we ever did, and we did it all the time. But it was only like 3 people that would ever show up, so I had to stop it. We haven't done them for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. Man, it's crazy. I can't wait to bring those back. I can't wait to have the players to bring those back. I'm pretty sure that we don't have the players right now, but if we get as many people as I want to get, we can do anything that we want. I can say who wants to go to the moon and we'll have enough people. All right. So, man, let's bring those things back. All right. My goal was to bring the boot camps back this January, but we didn't have enough growth. So the next time that we can do it is March. Okay. So let's really push for that. And if we can get it going in both locations, that'd be dope too. Okay. Because man, it makes you better and stuff like that. It makes you faster. It makes you jump like John Morant maybe. But it's also just mentally, it makes you stronger. All right? Even for me. Like I was down. I was like, let's die for this thing. And you start to get this like confidence in you that no one can take away. So man, that commercial means a lot to me. I like it a lot. Next thing is freaking LeBron James. There's a rumor mill going on here. The rumor mill says that he should request a trade to Sacramento to team up with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. They said that he might go to the Warriors as well. I'm not asking what you think is going to happen. I think he'll stay in LA. But what do you think is the best fit for someone like this? And what's the best fit for someone like you? All right, and do fits matter? Of course they matter. All right, imagine it. I think the best fit for LeBron James would be to be on the Warriors. And I mean, because you still have to double team LeBron James. And if he has Steph Curry and Buddy Hield, that's crazy. And he can help them out with rebounds, stuff like that. I'm not sure if Sabonis and De'Aaron, that would be a horrible option. I'm just saying it's not better. I think him with the Sacramento Kings wouldn't go as far as him with the Warriors. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about just like who would be the best matchup? Obviously, Dame and Giannis weren't as good a matchup as I thought that they were going to be. All right, who could Jimmy Butler be added to do well? If he went to the Lakers, that would actually hurt the Lakers. But if you went to, like, let's say, the Suns, maybe for the Suns, he wouldn't hurt them. It would be like even, I think. All right, matchups are what matter the most, and that's why when you guys are working out, you want to be everything. You don't want to just be a spot-up shooter. You don't want to just be this, especially for high school. All right, if you look at a person who only shot the ball, like Ray Allen in the NBA, that guy at the beginning of his career in the NBA, but also high school and college, he could do everything. Chris Paul could post people up. So if you're a one-dimensional player in high school, you're going to be a no-dimensional player in college. If you're a two-dimensional player, you'll maybe be a one-dimensional player in college. You got to be a multifaceted player by college to have a chance at the NBA. Being able to do more than just one thing. So when you guys work out, don't just pick your favorite thing. That's why I bring that up. But yeah, LeBron on the Warriors. But he's staying with the Lakers. Stop with the rumor. Who's doing the homework? You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. These are all three playlists. Perfectly going in order right there. We got Teo Trujillo as normal. We got Melo. We got Freezes. All right, we got Maxon right there. Good job. I see you, Max. All right, that's about it. Oh, we got Caden. Nice job. All right, make sure you guys keep working out. Again, eventually we're gonna have one team, one main team, and we're gonna force them to do it. All right, it doesn't work unless you force kids to do stuff, but you can't force everybody. You gotta force a special group of people so that they feel like, oh, I'm a part of this special thing. Like people at STEM school, they're like, oh, I'm part of a special school. So then they're willing to do more work. You can't just pick someone out or just like make regular kids do extraordinary stuff. It doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna allow people to just do it at their pace. But if you do post, you get a little bit of extra benefits. So great job to people posting. I see you guys. Let's move on to the last thing. We always wonder how girl basketball players would do against boys. And here's a WNBA player at a rec center. All right, now I know it's not top level, guys. But, I mean, everyone always goes, if I was in the WNBA, I would score 99,000 points. That would be the best player ever. I'd be Shaq. It's not quite the case. They're not as bad as they used to be. They're getting better. But also, the gap is getting smaller. All right, and why I'm so interested in this gap and why you shouldn't make fun of girls basketball is because this gap is upon you guys as Colorado people. All right, the gap between men and women and the gap between New York and Colorado basketball, probably the same gaps. They're probably looking at Colorado people like, oh, they still play? That's so cute. Do they play with skirts? Do they wear like freaking flowers in their hair? I don't know. But anyways, let's watch this girl play some basketball.
Today, I had a bunch of people pull up to the gym. Little do they know, I have a WNBA All-Star. I'm gonna be sneaking her into this 5v5 run. This is gonna be crazy. I think you gotta go crazy.
That's always the goal. Hey!
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 Oh my God!
Yo! Hey!
Looks pretty solid to me.
Hey! Nah, that's tough. Oh shit.
Hey, you guys don't want to guard her. You don't even know. Double team.
So what do you guys
You
think?
can't double team a WNBA All-Star.
Hey.
Are you guys that good? Can you guys beat her? I don't think so. All right, now when I was growing up, I said that an 8th grade basketball player, one of the top in the country, could destroy the WNBA. And I believe that. Now that 8th grade basketball player would not destroy in the NBA, but he could play in the NBA or in the WNBA. Who I believe would destroy the WNBA, would be like a top sophomore. So they are getting better. But as for average guys, I think an average dude at a rec center could have played in the WNBA in the 90s. 20 years later or so, no, they legit couldn't. All right, WNBA players, they would dominate the rec center. Not dominate, but they would like win a lot. All right, they're not. Even though there's so much more strength involved and things like that, and like men, no, these women are tremendously skilled now, and the only thing that they lack is the strength and the hops. So basically, they're like a really good like unathletic like guard, and not in the NBA, but like in like at like a low level college. All right, so no. The women are getting better, and you also can improve if you go at that rate and just keep going. So close the gap. Don't forget, we're going to be playing a lot tonight, but the quote of the day is, turn your wounds into wisdom. Don't forget this weekend we had our word ceremony. You guys show up on time. And we got one more day of practice tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. Cue my music so I can get out of here. Reese's, pieces.